Okay, so Blayid has
Came
just
to
whispered
the
me.
best.
He's just whispered me. He said, "Okay, serious." So, not too sure what to
Oh,
take from that whisper.
Okay, well then cheese the shit out of him. Oh, sorry, can't say that on stream.
What has been said cannot be unsaid.
that's
Oh well, I'd love to see that. Something I didn't hear on stream.
It never happened, even though if you watch the recording, it will be there.
Yep, 100%. Alright, so top right, we are on Eternal Empire. This is the caster's map choice in this best of 3 series. We are currently 1-0 to Bloodrayne. Yeah, spawning in the top right is the Bloodrayne. We have the return of SC2SA's Blayid.
And spawning down in the bottom left in the pinky type color,
pinky type color.
representing CSO Esports, it's Bloodrayne.
Awesome.
Does he actually? That is places.
Okay, so
No.
disappointed already. Not a 12 pool coming out.
No. It looks like it's going to be a standard. Let's see, drone. No,
Okay.
no.
The rally pro.
Blayid going for a bit of a better wall this time.
Read too much into it.
Yeah, second
Yeah.
hatch on time.
No, standard opener, drone overlord drone.
Yep. Gas goes down for
Yes,
both
sir.
players. Finally, yeah, second supply depot will go down to complete that wall. I think Blayid might be expecting a 12 pool. He's not exactly scouting, but I think he's expecting a bit more aggression this game.
But at least on the upside, we are seeing a wall from Blayid.
Absolutely.
So,
No, that's something I'm not too sure of. He does go for the second gas. I mean, that's probably telling us that he will be going mech. I think that's what he tried last game, but he fell a bit behind. He went 1-1-1, but wasn't able to complete an armory. It just got overwhelmed before he was able to do anything. Got a couple idle SCVs as well. Does rally the one, still has the other one sort of sitting steady. Not going for the Reaper this time. We'll get out some Marines first, which is good to see. And also not rushing that second CC.
a little bit more conservative this time around. Obviously, trying to make sure that there's units out to defend any early aggression from Bloodrayne.
Yeah.
Ooh. And as I hang, awesomeness.
Kick him.
Kick me! Fight me!
Kick him. Evict him.
I might just sort of get timed out here anyway.
Oh dear.
I don't know why my SC2 keeps doing this now. I swear to God, it must be my memory or something.
Yeah, in tournament, frickin' did this.
Oh jeez, no bro.
Yeah.
What can you do? I mean, technical issues are the
No,
name
but I
of the
don't know
game.
what it is. I really do not know what it is. Yeah, it's gonna dump me.
That's okay. The stream is available on Discord. Oh no, it didn't dump you. You're still in.
Oh,
We're
nice.
back.
It was just tactical pause.
So this is very interesting coming out of Blayid. There is an early engineering bay. Looking for those 1-1 upgrades. I'm assuming.
I'm back in because I alt tabbed out, but I'm back in.
He goes two Marines and then a Reaper.
You know, it's a bit of a strange build. So Bloodrayne will see that, see the Reaper pop out, and can expect the aggression. But yeah, that OV will fall, and it will not supply. Oh, it will supply block Bloodrayne.
Yeah.
There's an OV in production. Though she will be supply blocked by 8 to 9 seconds. What's the spawn time on Overlord? I think 10 seconds or 9 seconds.
I think it's 10.
Yeah, nice to see Bloodrayne this time has gone for the 2 queens on both hatches instantly. So that's pretty good. There are 4 lings available, 6 lings available.
And the third's also been dropped, so
Yeah, nice macro
that's at
game.
3 minutes, so
Yeah,
Bang
very
on
good macro
time.
focus, Bill.
That's a nice Cyril timing that actually on the something I see Cyril do
Third hatch.
often in the ladder. Yeah, third hatch with a handful of drones on the second hatch. Not something I
Still
see
only
too
one
much
gas.
in Diamond, but yeah, still only one gas. Metabolic boost will be researched as well. And
as the Roach one goes down,
Yeah.
as well. So okay, and we are seeing the starport there on the side of the Terran. So I suspect we're probably going to see early battle cruisers.
Yeah, it looks that way. The second CC is also being built on the high ground. The engine bay does go down. The engine bay is not really doing anything at this point. We do have a reactor as well on the barracks. It's good to see that there are some units being queued up. Marines are being pumped out, but I think Blayid needs to be careful here. He's using a lot of resources on the defense, ultimately looking at mech, I'm assuming.
Starting to look like it. But if we are going to go mech, you would expect a couple more factories to be dropped in order to ensure that you're going to get those units out.
Yeah, and the CC earlier, you know, CC's gone down at sort of the 3.5 minute mark. It's finishing only at 4.5 minutes. He's still got to float it across to the natural. He needs to get those 2 refineries down. At this point, yeah.
We are seeing what looks like a bio army at the moment. We've got a couple of Marines, and out comes the medivac with the tanks. So maybe it will be a bio push.
It's a bit of a strange build. I mean, the armory is also going down, so maybe bio push waste the units into BCs. I'm not sure.
It's also I'm a bit confused. I'm sure there's method to his madness.
That's what you got to love about Metal League Midnight, eh?
That's it. It comes with variety of builds.
Yeah.
Bloodrayne
Okay,
throws down 2
funny-
defensive spawns.
Flying the CC down the mat. At 5 minutes, definitely
Was that
should have been down a lot sooner.
Absolutely.
Was that an early Hydra den out of Bloodrayne? Because
No.
I see upgrades on the way.
I think
Not early. It's the timing's about right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hydra's infamously known as being completely useless without upgrades, so good to see that the den does go down and the upgrades go down immediately. We're also seeing upgrades going down for the roaches as well.
yep.
Yeah,
so
roach speed.
getting roach speed. Obviously, Rain is working nicely on the creep spread here, just to make sure that if any push does come, that it can spot it soon enough.
Yeah. I think Blayid does have his Reaper in most likely a forgotten spot. He has sent it to the 4th, which is a good place actually to have it, funnily enough. And I expect that the 4th should go down quite soon for Bloodrayne here.
Yeah, Creep Queen's doing their thing. Okay,
Good.
so that's it. CC is finally down. The second factory is built.
So Thor's it is.
Dropping the tech lab onto it. Yeah, definitely looking like a mech build here as the next factory goes down as well.
It's really a strange build. I mean, he's got the +1 weapons for infantry going down. He's got the 2 factories. He's still producing tanks. I expect, you know, with the tech labs, we'll obviously be seeing Thors. But really not at a sustainable position in terms of his income to be going full mech, and you know, going for such a mixed build is quite a strange decision. But each his own. Let's see what comes out of it.
Yeah, also
14
not fully-
more drones in production.
Also not fully saturated on any of the gases. We are going to go mech. We are going to need to work on that gas production, otherwise, yeah.
We've reached almost 1 TPM.
It's definitely making sure that there's quite a few tanks to defend anything coming through.
Yeah, lots of support there. You know, what's a couple mutas though? Really liking the creep spread coming down from Bloodrayne. She's really focused a lot on getting those creep tumors down, getting a bit more map presence, and working out so far. I mean, almost half of the map is under vision.
Yep. That's something that Rain has been focusing on quite a bit in her current game, is getting that creep spread out. Trying to prove that she's not a metal leaguer and that she's got the potential to get to plat and above.
Yeah, it's good. It's good effort. I don't think this is something you really see from gold players. I mean, normally in the middle leagues you don't see as much focus on creep spread.
No, I'm notorious for not spreading creep at all. So I'm true silver league.
No, it's great. There are 4 queens at the moment committed to that creep spread, and that's good to see. I think I would like to see her use some of the. I see it's definitely going now on the bottom right and the fourth. Does see that Reaper takes the Reaper out, and we'll spread some more creep. Blayid researching +1/+1 on mech. Yep, 2 armories. Third CC does go down. No production on Thors just yet. Is he committing to tanks here?
Well, there is one Thor.
Oh yes, there's one Thor. Sorry, I did not see that. Heavily oversaturated on his main. Really needs to secure that third. Bloodrayne's just creeped so far ahead by 50 supply at this point, and the 62 worker count to 37, 76 army supply to 44. Quite scary at this point, and
Scary, and the Zerg economy definitely putting Bloodrayne in a very strong position currently.
very strong.
And
Both players floating a tremendous amount of minerals though.
no, huge amounts of minerals. I'd like to see people spend some of that bank.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Simple unit.
Bloodrayne takes the
Zergling.
4th and 5th.
Yep, really
Same
trying to
time.
make sure that if this is to go late game, there's no shortage of lava available.
Yeah. Nice to
I
see
mean,
out of
it-
Blayid. He takes a third, he instantly puts those 2 refineries down. He does make sure that his main isn't oversaturated. So just a good attention to macro game there from Blayid.
Still not committing too much to gas in the main. I'm still undersaturated on gas in the main. And also at the net as well, gas also lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
Might
This is just going to be a massive clash of armies. I mean, neither team has really scouted one another. Just looking at the map, I mean, Blayid has no information. He does not see any of the, he barely sees any of the creep. He doesn't know how many bases there are. And it's almost similar for Bloodrayne. Bloodrayne does see with that OV that there is some production going down on the third. And I mean, you can safely assume that that third is in place. So yeah, Bloodrayne really just extending her lead at this point.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of this rate. Oh, Bloodrayne hitting APM of 201 there for a second. That's pretty impressive.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Here in Midnight Metal League, we really try to cap out APM at 500 or so. And I see Bloodrayne takes the hint and sustains a good 350 APM there for a couple seconds.
Ah, 358. That's pretty decent. Ah, we've slowly but surely getting his mech army in place,
Yeah.
making sure that no surprises are going to come down on that third, and can also cover the net.
Yeah, and good commitment here. I'm worried a little bit about the wall on the third. I don't know if this wall, if there's maybe a gap there. It looks like there is a gap there. 6th does go down. 6th and 7th go down for Bloodrayne. She moves her army out to the northwestern side of the map. We'll check the corners to see if there are any sneaky CCs hiding out, but I think ultimately it's going to look at a push here.
Yeah, she is maxed out, so it's definitely a good time to put some pressure across the map.
Maxed out, floating 4k minerals, floating almost 2.5 Vespine. It's a great time to throw your army away.
Great time, can definitely remax. We've got the hatcheries available, obviously with that next hatch in production, which just now pops. So yep, here we go. It looks like she's moving in.
I love this. Just a nice waypoint attack move.
Planetary. Nice.
Vibe would be proud.
Spots the planetary, backs off.
Not stupid. That's one.
I love this. Take a look at the bottom right. You see Blayid has opted for that that 4th sneaky CC. Oh, he cancels it, but there was a hatch there anyway. Oh, 4th goes down safely on the 3rd.
But I need to supply. So I'm going to have to go there.
Alright, dropping another 4 factories there just to keep that those mech units in production.
Yeah, I like what Blayid's done here. He's focused really on upgrades, but his supply is a little bit concerning. Holds there quite well. Bloodrayne losing a lot of units with remaxes instantly.
I think, just looking at that, I think it was trading the army out for units that might be a little bit more efficient. And if,
6 ultras in the production.
Yeah, 6 ultras with the arm upgrade.
Countless plating.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I like it. Don't see nearly as many ultras, I think, in the current meta as I'd like to. Ultras, I think, get a lot of flack in the Starcraft community for generally being kind of useless. Yeah, good to see them in production here.
Oh, obviously with the creep spread, which is now all the way up to that sneaky 4th, it's gonna obviously help the Zerg player get those units across the map a lot quicker.
Yeah. Blayid does try to take the bottom right again. He does have an SCV just sitting there. Takes the SCV out. We'll run past the queens.
Run past the queens, yeah. The queens are like, nah, it's okay. I can carry on.
Just exchanging some strong words.
Oh, and we see the Ultralisks come out on the 4th placement here, and the Ultralisks are getting challenged by the Thors. The Thors not going to be too efficient here. They will get some decent trades, but with those Hydras following up, he will lose the CC, and he's going to be losing a lot of these Thors, and really has to back down to these siege tanks to try and get an efficient trade here.
And those Thors are lost a
Good choke point
large chunk of his army there.
Oh, fantastic choke point, but Bloodrayne can, with the resources she's floating, really just remax instantly, which she did. Blayid not in the same position.
Kind of stuck where, losing that 4th with no sign of an expansion. We do see the scan go down.
Oh, CC moves out from 3rd.
Eyeing spots.
This map control from Bloodrayne just looking vicious though.
It's what now, almost 3/4 of the map with creep spread. I think the only thing in the left-hand corner is where we're lacking, but other than that, yep.
We have 111 creep tumors on the map. 112.
Yeah.
And that number's just going to grow and grow and grow. It's left unchallenged by Blayid.
Up to 7 bases.
Well, this game really going the distance. One Thor will be moved out, gets picked off instantly.
Bringing some queens in for support. I wonder if those are...
Oh my goodness, look at these aggressive hatcheries going down. I love it.
8.
Spread,
9 bases.
Total macro dominance here from Bloodrayne.
Oh, absolutely. Kind of... It's gonna... Okay, we do see a fair amount of Thors being, but floating 11,000 minerals, 5,000 gas, maxed army.
I'd love to see 3-3 on the way for Bloodrayne. I'm not sure if she's got an infestation fit.
Just hearing over the mic there, fuck it from Bloodrayne, and she just charges, A-moves those Hydras in. Doesn't really care if she loses them. Is going to lose quite a lot. Hydras obviously not being the weapon of choice against Thors.
Obviously taking those rocks, which is going to apply, which is going to help get up the ramp.
Oh, not as much.
To get those ultras in there, but yes, the army melts away.
Well, Blayid manages to hold it, but at what cost though? I mean, he doesn't have as much gas, he can't remax. We see 18 Ultralisks in production.
Ultralisks in production. Against okay, well, it's a do or die situation here as he moves out with the Thors, obviously hoping to do something here.
Oh, these Ultralisks finish up and just rampage across the map. I mean, they've got full vision of these Thors, and the first 2 are going to go in and get sniped off immediately by those Thors, doing massive amounts of damage to armored units.
But,
Wow.
Wow.
These Thors are holding very well.
Yeah, these Thors are like disgusting.
Will they be able to hold the 5 more ultras though? 7 more ultras?
Or if we get it around, are we going to get it around? Yes, we have it around. I think that
Lost all falls. The others are waypointed back into the army, and I don't think Blayid's paying attention. Okay, they are a move, but not enough really. He's going to lose one, he will lose two, and he will lose the third, and that leaves him with nothing really. Because poor Hellbat did not stand a chance there.
Yep. Take on the flanker. Sure, I mean, full maxed out army here by Bloodrayne.
Nice bottleneck up the ramp there, but yeah, Blayid taps out, will be GG. And a good game too, I think. So Bloodrayne neatly wrapping up the series 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, well played.